Hello everyone, this is Cari for Redesign with Prima. Today I am going to share with you how to use our brand new Luxe Transfers. I'm going to tell you all about them, what you can put them on, how durable they are, and show you the beautiful new designs that we just released. And I'm going to use them on a multiple projects so that you can see what they look like on all different surfaces. They are very durable. You are going to want to put them on everything because that's pretty much what happened to me. So I'm going to take this little creamer and give it a little bit of floral essence with our Whispers of Indigo Luxe Transfers. So you just want to cut them apart and then place them where you like them. You remove that white backing and expose the back of the transfer, and then you put it down wherever you want it. There is a little bit of wiggle room, but once you get it down, it's really not going to come off. So just word to the wise, make sure where you put it is where you really want it to be. Now you're going to take your finger and rub it over the entire surface of the image, and I just kind of press it in, make sure I get all the areas as evenly as possible, and then I'm going to peel off that top protective layer. Now you just pull, and there you go, and they're on, and it is just as easy as that. And here I'm going to go ahead and add a little bouquet to the back of the creamer also, just to show you again the demonstration. Now for some of the little more intricate areas, you definitely want to make sure that you press those really well. If you go to lift up the top layer and they don't stick down, just press it back down and press again, and then you're ready to go. So now I'm just lifting up that protective layer again and exposing the transfer, and it is so beautiful. It is a little bit more raised than our traditional transfers, so there is a little bit of an edge, but once it's on there, it's actually not that bad. It's pretty flat to the surface, but you will notice the difference between these and our traditional transfers. And I just love how easy this is. You can take anything and make it look high-end with these beauties. So it was really fun to do these little creamers. Now I went ahead, my husband makes leather goods, so I wanted to go ahead and try it on these little leather bow keychains just to see. And you know what, they worked like a charm. Same process, everything. I did have to press a little bit harder on this because it's a surface that is a little bit more flexible. So take your time with this if you're going to add it to like wallets or purses or anything similar to this. I just felt that it just took a little bit more pressing, and I even used a little bit of a burnishing stick because that leather does move, but it worked just fine. And you're probably also wondering, do these need to be sealed? They do not. You do not need to seal them at all. Another thing I wanted to mention with something like this, the smoother the surface, like this is a very smooth leather, it's almost shiny, it's chrome tan leather they call it. You want to make sure that you use something like that because anything fuzzy is definitely going to affect the transition from the back to the front. So I hope that makes sense, but look at how cute those turned out. Can you imagine? Now I'm using our other set here. This is full of beautiful little labels. Now these little labels have little intricate flowers and words, and they will look so adorable on candles, which I'm going to demonstrate now. I took these frosted glass candles and added these transfers to them with ease. And I would love to know in the comments like what you would add these to. I mean, really, the sky's the limit. I've seen someone add them to a laptop already, KitchenAid mixer, and more. It's really fun and impressive. So again, I'm just doing the same process on this frosted glass, and they worked just fine like they did on the smooth ceramic creamer I just did. So I'm showing different surfaces because I want you to be able to see that they really work on multiple things. These would make such pretty gifts for springtime, for Mother's Day, for wedding gifts, even as favors. I just had so much fun experimenting and adding them to these little candles. I love these little labels. I think they would look so sweet on canisters, coffee mugs, drinkware. Now, you're going to want to know if they are washable, and they are. They are very, very durable. So even if you wanted to wipe off the surface of this candle, if it got a little dusty, you will be just fine. They do not come off very easily, just word to the wise. And here they are, and I think they make such a beautiful little set. I mean, you can find candles like this at inexpensive stores and jazz them up and make them look high end. This set is called Romance and Floor, so it is a little bit more vintage, simple, lots of little scripts, very, very intricate details, and I just love how versatile this is going to be on multiple colors and surfaces. Now I'm going to demonstrate how it works on a painted surface. So I just painted this little jar. I did seal the jar and let it cure for a bit, and now I'm adding one of the little sweet transfers to this with very intricate scripts. So you want to make sure with those little tiny areas and details to rub really, really well. Like I went over that area a little bit more than I did with the frame, and it came off just fine. But sometimes those little tiny details you just have to pay attention to and make sure that they are down. I just absolutely love how this little jar turned out, and I added a pretty little bow, and it looks so sweet. So what a great upcycle idea, right? Now I'm going to demonstrate the Daisy Cherry Delight set. This is so pretty. Cherries are very on trend right now, and mixed with daisies, it's just the sweetest combination. So I'm going to show you that they can be used on glassware. Now these can be hand washed. They can't go in the dishwasher, but hand washed. And I did test these for the past month and a half, and the one that I used is not coming off, and I've washed that glass about 100 times. So that just shows you just how durable they are, which is really nice. So if you want to jazz up some plain glassware, you can. And I think that's what makes these so versatile and amazing. Now I'm just cutting off the little vines. I'm going to add them around the rim of the glass just to give it a little bit of character, and I love how delicate these look. So it's pretty much the same process on every surface that you want to add them to. And even the kids can join in on this. The kids can use these as well. So that's what also makes it really nice. The kids can make their own gifts for maybe the teachers or for granny or for mom, you know, whatever they want to do for Mother's Day perhaps. But that's what I love about these, is just how easy and versatile they are. I'm also curious to know what you would add them to. Like, would you add them to glassware? Would you add them to wood? Would you add them to leather? I think you should add them to everything. And again, I love hearing all of your ideas, and I would love to know what you would decorate maybe for your home or for a friend. I'm also thinking like summer vibes with this set too. Like imagine having like a little outdoor picnic, or, you know, a little tea for your friends. Just jazzing up some glasses that they can take home with them as a little gift. And here are the little cherries. Now I mixed the cherries. There's a couple different cherry designs on the one sheet. I didn't add the daisies, but I did add all the cherries and sprinkle them around the glass. I think they look so cute. And of course I had to make them fancy and with these little drinks and lemons, but I just wanted to show you just how adorable they really are. Let me know if you have any questions about anything that I've mentioned today or I've gone over. I'd be happy to answer in the comments, and I look forward to seeing what your feedback is. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.